to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested already off one playoff victory. Kickoff team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And here's the return from inside the 5. Roadrunners offense will have the football first here. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game...
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Now that's how you get a playoff game started for a defense. You come up with a huge sack like that, get this offense behind the sticks.
Tough spot here. 2nd and long from their own 13. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy is off to a
sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Breaking tackles.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Can he make it to the marker? Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. And the Roadrunners pick up enough yardage for a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Slides to avoid the big hit.
What a defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up. An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Got him. He's sacked.
Boy, 3rd and 1, and they decide to throw the football. The defense was not surprised at all. They catch a break, come up with a sack.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And this one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harper. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the Arkansas State Red Wolves offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams.
Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Wow, what a rough way to start this football game for these guys. Already kind of in a hole inside their own 20. And their first play, they give up a sack, and now they're going in the wrong direction, getting a little closer to their own goal line.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. Kirk, what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
Going after, not right through. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. On the ground, it's Delgado. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Can he get there on the ground? That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Looking for the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Caught near the goal line. And he shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They routed the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, UT San Antonio.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Red Rose offense back out there. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
To get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Red Wolves looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
He's got it for a big game, and he'll be brought down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On third down, it's a handoff. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down. Bringing pressure.
On the junior, gets home making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. And UTSA has the lead here, Kurt. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Red Wolves line up on 1st and 10 now. They'll toss it to the right side.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker and letting him do his thing.
Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Toss play, back heads to his right. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Hold it. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Offense on the field is 4th down and 9. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Here comes the UTSA offense back out there. The offense with plenty of field to work with, backed up close to their own end zone. Handoff to the back. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The back's got it. They tackle him about the 14.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Quarterback keeps the football. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And the Roadrunners bring their punt team onto the field. And it's fair caught near the 40-yard line. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. Watch the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it. And he's got it. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The Red Wolves are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Catch made across the middle by the running back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. Return begins inside the 10. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. The Roadrunners offense is back out there now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
The back's got it again. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Crucial third down play right here. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
This try is no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. The poor kicker.
Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. And the Red Wolves hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
First down, looking to throw the football. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense going with the hurry up. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. The Red Wolves begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. And the Red Wolves looking to cash in the red zone.
You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door for the first and goal.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. There's contact on the throw. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Instead of getting points here and going for the field goal, this offense decides to get aggressive, and the offensive line gives up the sack. Looked like they miscommunicated. The defense, to their credit, is able to get after the quarterback, and they come up with not only a stop, but now they get the ball back themselves.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got the 1st down and more. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Impressive spin move. And he scores. Touchdown, UTSA. So they'll try to add to the lead now in the PAT. PAT puts them up 3. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half, it'll be first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to launch it deep again. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Roadrunners will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start.
False start.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Pass complete on the crosser. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Red Wolves looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence.
And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. And the Red Wolves pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. The shotgun running play call. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Red Wolves line it up with 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Touchdown, Arkansas State. That puts them on top in the second half. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Roadrunners offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He'll hand it off. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
2nd down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, Chris, we always talk about adjustments being made at halftime, and this offense clearly needed to make adjustments, but what they're trying here early in the second half is not working.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Extending the play now. Gets some space around the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Makes a quick catch. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
On third and short, they hand the ball off. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the Roadrunners will line up to boot it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. Bringing it back, it's Harper. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now here's the toss play. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Red Wolves will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Oh, and a flag before the snap. Looked like the defense jumped into the neutral zone there.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. Now it's 2nd down here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it, got some good yards himself.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Harper. Well executed. He finds space and gets the 1st down yardage.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Becoming a long drive, the 9th play coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Harper. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion. The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
And they pick up the 1st down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone. The Red Wolves come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. The ball is picked off. Not much on the return. Tackled at the 17, but a big interception for this defense.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On the ground, it's Delgado. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the third quarter. And it's Arkansas State on top right now. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Quarterback drops back, and he's going to float this one to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but touchdown. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Arkansas State offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Just trucks the man. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. And the Red Wolves looking to run some tempo here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is thrown in the play. This one could go either way. That PI goes against the receiver. It'll cost the offense. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Really nice job of mid here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Trying to find room. It's Delgado. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. First down there. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Makes the ground. Can he get there? And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
When the defense gets these guys to 3rd down, they get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Looking to the end zone, and it's incomplete, very near the goal line. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense.
Well, they're snapping the ball near the goal line, but the defense does a good job of thinking, hey, guys, let's force the incompletion. Force him.
Touchdown, UT San Antonio. stopped. Supplies for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Harper. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Red Wolves offense back out there. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And for the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Lofting it toward the left sideline. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off here. No fear shown by the freshman quarterback to pick up the first down himself. The Red Wolves come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. No huddle here for the offense.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
And the Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Finds his man, has the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And this time it's complete. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. The Red Wolves are in the red zone. Running play called on 3rd and short. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And the Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves. A That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kurt, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The UTSA offense is back out on the field now. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so maybe they'll have to run a couple plays here. Hunt over the middle. It's Hawkins. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the Roadrunners pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Nice find there by the quarterback on 3rd down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on 3rd down. Being a good 3rd down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Roadrunners will line up on 1st and 10. And the offense just takes a knee here. Split backfield here. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This running back's had a big night, the kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Hands off to the fullback. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. Knocks that one right down the middle.